Hello everyone, thank you for joining me once again. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga and we're using our biffing skills here hopefully. This was published by Codemasters in 1991, it's Pro Boxing Simulator, yeah, one of those games they put Pro on the front and Simulator on the end, and boxing is in the middle. Apparently the game is based on a game that came out on the Acorn Electron, I think, called what was it called? Published by Superior Software, called by Fair Means Foul. Also came out on the Amstrad CPC, Atari ST and Commodore 64. It was a budget boxing game where you must take on 6 opponents, not all at the same time. There's the first guy, and let's see how this one plays. Oh look, it's a different time, it's not very PC. Now, I'm the guy on the left. Now, it's all different moves, which I'm trying to do. Power bar on the bottom there. It's moving very slowly. You can do fouls as well, like below the belt punches, and also headbutts. Right, the referee will go asleep every now and again, and I think that's when we can use our illegal moves. If he spots an illegal move, there he goes, he's asleep. Let's try and do one. Yeah, anyway, I find it hard to control this. If he spots an illegal move, you're going to get a foul, which you've already got one. Get free and you're disqualified, but basically knock the other guy's lights out. It's moving terribly at the moment. The guys are walking really, really poor as well, almost as if they're not human legs at all. Yes, now, if you had this game back in the day, let me know. At the moment, it's quite poor. Compare it alongside Panzer Kickboxing, which I know isn't a boxing game per se, but that is a much more playable than this thing. Let's keep playing, maybe it'll grow on me. It says 6 opponents, but looking at these two, looks like it's going to be very similar. Maybe just the trunks are different and the skin colour. Right, punch him, says the crowd. Well, it's good advice, but I think we can ignore them. Ambient background noise of the crowd cheering could well be at a football match or just standing next to a ventilation fan. Yes. Anyway, right. What's bad about this is, look at the energy levels of the computer opponent on the right. That's gradually going up, and ours is going up as well. So how are we supposed to knock these guys out? There's a few moves I'm not impressed so far, but we'll keep going on. But bear in mind, this was a budget game. It wasn't a full price game. Seconds away, round 1. In the red corner is a man looking very bored. Come on, let's just do this. Maybe I should have put a horseshoe in my glove or something. Thank you to those people that are subscribed to the channel. It is quite tough going sometimes, but if you've watched this far in and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, because that really helps, as do comments as well about boxing, computer games, Amiga and all that sort of stuff. It builds up memories as I try and clobber this bloke, but I'm sort of like on the ropes. It's just 2D, you can't go around the ring at all, so we're just using half the ring, in particular just a line down the middle. Biff Boff, I don't know how he's getting his points, but anyway, maybe we can get him in the corner. Keep at him, it says. Do look at the review of Panzer Kickboxing if you haven't already. The game also came out on the Mega Drive. The referee's asleep right now. Let's do the moves. He's not a very good referee, is he? He goes asleep every now and again. Oh man, come on. Who's winning this? I'm finding it hard to, yes. Well, let's try and at least beat one person. It looks like it's going to be very, very tough to do. These reviews are always played on the standpoint of the newbie. I'm not getting knocked out straight away, so that's the only reason I'm sticking with it. But I'm finding it very hard to land punches. Yeah, basically his energy's going to go back up again, isn't it? Practically 100%, I would have thought. Check out that energy. Yes, practically up to 100%. It's almost as if we haven't started. I think there's about 11. I just got called a pansy there. I think it's almost 11 rounds here. Put your favourite boxing game in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be on the Amiga. There's one on the Atari 2600 from 1980, I think. Put your favourite one in. There's lots on the Mega Drive, which I don't think we've covered any so far. Right, I think I need to. I've got 2 fouls against me. One more and I'm daft. I think I need to get this bloke in the corner. Fire button just does like a punch like that, depending on how far away you are from your opponent. Can do an uppercut too. There's a leg sweep and a headbutt, as we said. I think to get the most out of this in terms of winning, you have to wait to see when the referee's asleep. But if I do one more foul, which is caught by him, I mean, I'm done for it. Let's just hammer the fire button then, see if that does anything. Look at his energy bar. Break. Go on, son. Crowd aren't moving at all, so that's just a second graphic. Yes, I'm very nonplussed about this. It's not overly exciting, is it, folks? 1991, Codemasters, professional or pro boxing simulator. Oh, good uppercut by me. But as you can see, he's on maximum strength and we're almost on maximum strength. So all this work so far has accounted for absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't think I would have gone back to this game a lot as a kid. As I say, I've mentioned Panzer Kickboxing a few times, but I think I would have gone back to that every time, and this wouldn't have got too much of a look in. But having said that though, these games, particular retro games, are all about nostalgia. So if you was a kid back in the day and didn't have too many other games to compare it with, you might have played this a lot and got more out of it. And then of course you'll like it more than what I'm doing. But seeing it for the first time, I don't think it's particularly good. I try and keep away from the reviews, so I can give my own opinion of what I think about the games independently without being influenced than anyone else. They might have loved it, but I got a funny feeling they might have slated this, only because what else was available at the time. It's not moving very quickly, and you see when we're walking backward and forward, though, that leg movement, I don't know what's going on there. It doesn't seem like real at all. It's not, yeah, it's not blowing the doors off, is it? Right. Am I going to win? What round are we in now? I'm finding it hard to care. I think I'm probably going to get disqualified from doing a punch when I shouldn't do at some point, like a low punch to the downstairs area. I don't think there's any women boxing games, I don't think. It is a sport in its own right, but I don't think there's any female boxing games on the Amiga at least. This is the bit where you tell me there's one on the PlayStation 5 or PC or Xbox One, so keep me posted there. Biff, baff, boff. Right, I'm getting him a bit down there, but his energy's going up too much. I need a cheat mode, I think. Right, there we go. Seconds away, round 5. If you're still there, then well done. There's quite a lot of mediocre Amiga games, but there's a few absolutely brilliant ones still out there that we need to cover. If you want to see a few more Amiga reviews, we're coming up to 500 at time of recording. If you want to see those in the playlist, click on my username. That'll take you to the channel page. I think I'm doing well there. Take you to the channel page, click on the playlist tab. There'll be all the Amiga games there, as well as a number of other systems. Oh, he went for a leg sweep there. Foul. Right, so he's got 2. Yeah, if he does a foul, he's doomed as well. So it's all in the balance here. I think the most likelihood of a win is if he gets an illegal move which is spotted. Let's just hit the fire button for all we're worth. We've got him in the corner. Come on, let's work on it. This is the lowest we've got him so far. We've got about 32 seconds and the referee's ruined it by breaking us up again. I mean, what boxer's energy goes up like this during the fight? Only the Terminator or some crazy robot. The ref's asleep. Oh, look at that. He's in the red. He's in the red. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yes. Bingo. Don't get up. 9, 8, 7, 6. Count down quite fast. He's not getting up from that. We've won. Hooray! Good. Oh dear. At least we beat one opponent. The review's a success. And we go on to number 2 of 6. Let's see if he looks vastly different or exactly the same. There he is. Look at that graphic. Get these women out the way. Look at that. He's exactly the same as us. So I think my suspicions are correct. Each boxer, if I get past this one, are going to be exactly the same head. Maybe a slight variation, but they're just going to change the trunk colours. I mean, why? This would be a nightmare for television, wouldn't it? Always clobbering me. Nightmare television, both boxers look the same, and they both wear the same trunks, colour trunks. I mean, what a spectacle that is. Yeah, I'd like to see my name on the screen too, but that isn't actually helping. Looks like the lights is like that light you'd have on the top of a snooker table, that triangular thing, rather than a boxing match, and I'm down. And if history has told us anything, it means we're not going to get up. So it's a round 1 knockout. Yeah, that's it. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I hope, this is the first and last time I'll ever play this game. I really am. As you can tell, I don't like the thing. Music is sufficient for the era without being spectacular. Enter name, player 1. Will do. N-I-C-K. It doesn't save it. There we go. Well, it saves it until you reset the computer anyway. Might get some more fun in 2-player with 2 human people there. Developed by Optimus, not Optimus Prime the Transformer. If you are Optimus Prime the Transformer, then comment below what games did you do? Right, we're fighting Easy Eddie this time. Again. Easy Eddie. Right, that's the only guy I can beat. He looks like us, although he's a coloured gentleman. Got the same coloured head, well, same graphic design. Apart from that, they've just changed the skin tone, and he's in red trunks. I presume the other 6 are robed the same, but with green trunks on, maybe yellow trunks, black trunks. Hopefully not speedos. Biff, baff, boff. Right, I've got the idea of Easy Eddie. Easy Eddie is just trying to practice to get your eye in. He's not throwing a great deal of protective punches. And I think if I get him into the corner and just keep hitting fire button for all I'm worth, I think eventually I'm going to just beat him. I think. Go on, son. I'd like to say it. I've never actually gone to see a live boxing match. Have you ever done that? Well, I don't know how much a ticket would cost. There's a pay-per-view on Sky, you sometimes get for the big matches, but then quite often the next day they'll put it up live on YouTube anyway. Not always, but quite often they will do. Yeah, you know, budget is like the level of this one. I haven't played the 8-bit one. It was like ported from by Superior Software by Fair Means Foul. If you have, let us know. I think that come out on the BBC Micro and the Acorn Electron, which I always struggle to know the difference between those two computers. But anyway, I think our school was one of the first computers they had. Junior school, that is. The school computer. Remember that? That was like living in the future. The school computer. Cool. In secondary school, I think the maths department had a whole roll of spectrums, about 8 in a row. Cool, that was cool. That was like living on a space station, that was. Right, let's go. Here he comes. Let's do a bit more biffing. Oh, here he comes. Come on, let's take. It's only Easy Eddie. We should have bopped him. And we know pretty much. If I do beat Easy Eddie, we pretty much know what's going to happen in the next round, don't we? I'm going to get my head absolutely duffed, because you've got to learn about blocking if you want to put the time in to be successful. Yeah, it's more exciting than Barry McGuigan's boxing on the Spectrum, but that was a much different era. They moved very slow then. But yeah, if you was playing Barry McGuigan, then this was sent back in time, you'd have thought this was absolutely awesome. But it's all perspective, isn't it? What was there at the time, what you think of games now. So I'm trying to put myself back in position in 1991. Although I hate it now, it probably was acceptable for that sort of time. But again, I wouldn't have played it a great deal beyond that, unless Panzer Kickboxing had got a scratch on the disc and that wouldn't load up. Yeah, it's all about grinding this. I think tactics just get the guy in the corner each time and hit the fire button. But I think I'm going to beat Easy Eddie. I hope it doesn't go to 15 rounds. But I think I'm going to beat Easy Eddie eventually. And we'll just see how long we last against the next guy up. But yes, definitely some boxing tactics to be learned in here. I don't think there's any advantage playing this if you was a real boxer. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be any better. Especially if you're still wearing your boxing gloves and you're trying to do it on keyboard. Then that's not going to go particularly well. You nincompoop. Can't believe I just called a boxer a nincompoop. But I just say in general, so don't come round any heavyweight champion of the world and screaming the odds at 2 o'clock in the morning outside my door. Because, you know, it was only a joke. Calm down, buddy. Right, let's biff this person. We're in the corner. Easy Eddie, it's about time you went down, sir. Break. That would be like snooker as well with the light, isn't it? A break 24. Right, now, just keep working it. Work the body. Work the body. That's good advice. You're ever attacked by a grizzly bear, work the body until it goes down. Right, 27 seconds. I don't want him to recover in the break there between rounds. Come on, 22 seconds. Punch him, someone says. That's good advice. Who goes to a boxing match and shouts, punch him? Right, he's down. Oh, it didn't occur to me. Thanks for that advice. Hooray! Get down. Dun 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 dun. Get up. Don't get on up. Stay off the scene. Right now, this is the next bloke. His name will flash up on the screen quite briefly, I think. So look out for that. See who we're fighting. It's Mild Mike. Well, Mild Mike actually pasted me last time. Pasted me across the canvas, but he looks exactly like us. Right, here we go. A silly walk. Even John Cleese would be proud of that one if you're familiar with the silly walk sketch in Monty Python's Flying Circus. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Now, I wish it was a time for something completely different. Right, I'm ducking down now. I'm not getting my lights ducked up straight away. Into the corner right now. Fire button. Oops, he parried me. My energy bar is a lot lower than his. Oh, come on. That red, yellow, green reminds me of a flag of some country. Red, yellow and green. It's like Nigeria or somewhere in Africa anyway. Right, let's put what you think it is below. Yeah, very familiar. Right, come on, Nick. Well, that's a good clobber. Punch harder. Well, you can't. There's no training in this. You can't do any training moves to get stronger. It's just one fight after the other. It's not that kind of thing. It's just pure arcade action biffing. Buff biff, baff boff biff. Right. Okay. IK Plus. That was probably my favourite fighting game on the Commodore Amiga. Great music in that one. It was an early game too, so you'd much prefer that over this one. IK Plus blows this one away, but IK Plus is one of the better games, the fighting games that the Amiga had to offer anyway. Power. Power to you. Well, okay, right. The crowd ambience is not deviating at all. They don't tend to get excited. Referee, yeah, he suffers from some sort of sleep disorder. He's falling asleep quite a lot of the time. I don't know how he keeps his job. But that's the sort of second job I need at the moment when struggling to pay bills. If I can have a night job where I just fall asleep all the time, a night watchman where I'm just asleep, that'll be fine. Or maybe a bed tester somewhere. That would work quite well. Bam, bam. Long live the Commodore Amiga. This channel is all about beating stress, so hopefully it's doing it for you. I try and offer as much content as I possibly can. Thank you if you stayed this long in, or having a bit of a binge if you're at home at the moment, watching one video after the other. Big thank you to you. Zzz. I hope that referee isn't falling asleep just because of my commentary. Maybe he doesn't normally fall asleep. Maybe it's something to do with me. Maybe I should have put more jokes in about boxing. Right, well, it's not about unboxing. Boxing and unboxing. Unboxing isn't a sport as far as I'm aware. But there's some people that get paid quite a lot for it, so maybe it is. Right, I'm out. I did 3 fouls. I didn't realise that. I was playing dirty, and I've got a super bot. Well, I don't really want to play that again. I played you enough. Showed you enough of it, really. So, it's a mediocre game. But it's a budget game, 1991. If you had this and nothing else, you might have played it a bit, but looking back in hindsight, it's very, very average. Could be a little bit better, and I don't particularly like it. So I won't be coming back, but it's not disastrous. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Pro Boxing Simulator on the Commodore Amiga, published by Codemasters in 1991. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.